Okay. Just heard myself.
I'm fucking happy. All right, Carlos. It's been a long time.
Feels long, dude.
It's been a long time since we've actually released a podcast, although we've got one sitting in the, what would you say?
In the oven?
In the oven. Is that what we say?
No, in queue. It's in queue.
I went on vacation, and it was a last-minute vacation. My other son, was like, are we going on vacation or not? And I'm like, yes. So he got his wish, and we took off last minute and went for a week. And I didn't open a laptop or a cell phone. Not really. I mean,
true disconnection.
I probably only talked to one or two people the whole week.
Talk to me for like a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Hung out with my kids. Brennan and I, it was the first time we ever got to have some drinks together. Like for his 21st birthday, I bought him a drink. And yeah, we've never had alcohol together.
Awesome.
He's not a big drinker, but the beach is kind of miserable if you're just out there. I'm like, I can see why everybody looks miserable because they're not drinking.
Well, they're baking and broiling.
Yeah, that seemed crazy to me.
And it was a hot week.
I've never enjoyed the beach. I've always kind of despised the sand. But for whatever reason, I think I had the best time ever. Although I will say there was nobody there to annoy me. I was just hanging out with my two sons.
That helps.
Yeah. And my sister, I had to drop my nephew off. He rode down with me, but I had to drop him off. And she was like, I have some beach stuff. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah. And I had these badass chairs and this cool like kite thing. Took 30 seconds to put up and 30 seconds to take down, and we were efficient. We packed ham sandwiches every day and a cooler full of beer and took off. Bought a Frisbee and a football, and it was the best time I've ever had at a beach.
Nice. Very nice. Disconnecting all around is just a beautiful thing. Disconnecting at a beach makes it a lot better.
Yeah, I got a suntan. I'm probably as dark as you now in my face, at least.
I wouldn't go quite so far.
Switch back and forth real quick, Brennan, so people
let's
can
contrast and compare. This is no filter, kid.
Well, this is 3 days.
You know,
Don't make me edit my ass.
you go. What? Wait, that'll be a new way to get canceled. Like, dude, internet blackface.
So Landon was he was white as a marshmallow, about like me. And I took a picture of him, and I was like, "Hey, Lucy, fix my kid's complexion." Dude, he looked good.
Oh my god,
he looked good.
I need this photo.
Oh, I got it right here on my damn
phone.
phone.
To see this photo.
Look. I know. Sorry, guys. I'll cut this out if I have to. Landon. Okay, here he is. I think it's pretty funny.
Is AI brown face something we get in trouble for?
No.
He looks like a Twix.
Did I download the damn thing? I don't think I downloaded it. I didn't download it.
It's all right. You can send it when you start.
It was pretty good. But I was like, dude,
hilarious.
I'm gonna photo edit all my stuff and post them. Which I didn't post a damn picture.
Good. Sometimes you can always later post. Like, screw that. I never post anymore, like, in real time.
Fuck them.
Anywhere that I'm at. Anything,
I don't want to share anything.
Everything happens later for me.
So I bought this flip phone because.
Oh, wait. Toss it.
You want to see it?
Yeah. All right, kids. This is like being in a museum, but this is what we used to communicate on. And you actually have to do this thing.
It's pretty badass.
And look at that. It's huge, right? I know they're freaking out right now.
Listen, you know how many times I've charged this phone?
Probably twice.
If twice.
Yeah.
It'll go a week.
Remember the old Nokia bricks?
Yeah.
Those suckers are fossilized and still ring.
Yeah.
Like, those are real legit ones. Oh, y'all left to the beach and then gave me nothing but rain, so thanks.
It rained the whole way down. I didn't have any doors on my Jeep. It rained not the whole way. It rained quite a bit, though.
It was like heat, rain, mugginess, and then everybody I saw this weekend had one question for me.
Which was?
You guys still doing the podcast?
I know. I got some messages too. I got to say though, so I got this phone because I was getting so much anxiety with like work and text messages and the podcast. The notifications come through, and I know you'll say, well, you can just mute them. Something makes you want to check at some point. So I was like, you know what? I because I don't have the willpower to not check my phone, I'm going to start locking my phone in my Jeep or leaving it at home. Yeah, and then my kids can reach me on this, and I can just leave the house. And it felt great for a few days. But then I realized because we haven't posted anything in a month, I haven't gotten like my phone barely goes off. So I haven't quite needed this so much.
I will mute my watch because I use my watch at work mostly. But I'll mute the notifications because stuff will start dinging and you start going crazy. And I'm not quite at the let me go back to the flip phone thing. But I have the willpower not to check it if I mute it.
Well, I have it for those moments that are inevitable where I'm like, I'm done. And I just want to go a whole day or maybe 2 days or whatever. And I don't want to talk to anybody, but I still want to be reached. This is where
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's $5.
More people are doing it too.
It's $5.
Yeah. There's so, like, who is it? Bill Murray and like all those like eccentric Hollywood guys that get like crazy shit pitched at them all the time. They have answering machines or flip phones, and they're always doing it. Like Joe Rogan just said he changes his phone number every once in a while and just goes through and like will send it to the important people. Everybody else can figure it out later.
Yeah.
Like more and more people are trying to disconnect.
I love it. And so we've been off. I've been offline for the most part, and I get back and I Instagram, I'm going through the feed and it keeps showing videos of us or me or whatever. And God, my anxiety goes sky high when I see a video that's me. I don't know why it's advertising it back to me. It's kind of weird that it's videos of us in my feed. Like, why would it do that?
I'll get it on, but not on TikTok. Will do that.
Well, it's
Instagram, but it's not re-showing it. It's telling me like, this is really good. You should promote it. That's what it tells me. Yeah.
Well, my anxiety
or boost it,
goes sky high. Every time I see it, I can't swipe past it fast enough. Is that weird? Which I've always had a problem with posting my stuff.
I guess it just doesn't bother me. Like you don't like it.
No, I'm talking about, is it weird?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a little bit weird that I think it's weird that it bothers me to see myself on social media.
No, that's not weird. It's better than being like, that's me.
Well, I've been like this forever. Yeah. So now that I've been disconnected and I haven't been posting anything, I haven't had the incentive. I haven't really had any urgency to do this whatsoever. And I know this is something you wanted to talk about. Yeah, sure. And I thought we could talk about it here or we could talk about it privately.
No.
I just want to say, though, like, what is this feeling? Because when I decided to come back and do it again, I remember why. The purpose was not for me to put out random thoughts, Nathan Carroll podcast so much anymore. It was bringing people on to tell their stories. And I looked and I've had like 50 guests myself. And I thought, God, 50 interesting people is hard to find. Now I know thousands, and I'm sorry if you ain't one of them that got brought on, but some of you guys, some of my friends, like I don't know how to do this with them. You know what I mean? There's layers to people.
I totally
There's some
get that.
people. It's funny because you and I can sit here and have multiple hour conversations, but we don't go camping together. We don't do the things that I do with those friends. Is that weird?
No,
like it's wild.
Each person has their like, like you have different circles. I remember at one point, like for my birthday, I would have like 7 different birthday dinners because there's just groups of friends that don't mesh.
Yeah,
and like. You go with this group here, you go with that group there. You have like your fitness friends and then like the bike guys. And then there's stuff to worry about. Like I like really good restaurants and stuff like that. So then you do like the low key one where like, I don't want to make anybody feel bad because we're going to like this ridiculously expensive restaurant or something. Like there's places for everybody.
You have split personalities. You're like a chameleon.
I can be a chameleon.
You fit you. So I'm very similar to you in some senses. Like my friends groups, there's like several of them, I guess you could say, or cliques that I'm in.
No, not cliques. Not cliques. They're groups. Cliques are bad.
Cliques is bad?
Cliques is bad.
We don't do cliques.
Yeah, cliques are like the ones like, they're like mean girls, man. Like you can't sit with us type stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't.
You can't do that. You're not that.
My friends.
Both of us and most of the mutual friends we have are very anti-bully.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah. Well, we don't do that.
You got me. I know you got me.
Now I know. Sorry. Not sorry. Could care less, to be honest with you. I don't know all these current,
I'm hip.
lingo. Anyways, were you a millennial or something? Is that what it is?
I'm an elder millennial. I just found out.
Oh, okay.
I'm an elder millennial.
I'm older than
Methuselah. No. I don't know. Wait, what year were you born?
77.
So you're Gen X? You're Gen X.
Yeah, I'm an X.
You're an X.
Anyways, what I was going to say is very similar to you. I have these different friends, and so once a year I would throw a party and invite all of them. It was so funny.
Chaos.
Seeing like 12 different groups of people, like trying to figure out, how the hell do you know Nathan? Because one would be a motorcycle group, one would be a Jeep group, one would just be a bar group, work group. And it was so funny watching them trying to figure out how to interact, like knowing I'm the common thread through all of them. It was so funny.
I get the exact same thing, but at this point, my friends are just like, yeah, of course you know Carlos. Like they
Yeah, everybody knows Carlos. Boy, I thought everybody knew me. Good grief. I'm literally everywhere I go now. It's so uncomfortable. I'll be sitting there and, having my beer, maybe having my hot wings or whatever by myself, as I do. And some person will be talking to me, and I just bullshit with people. And then you're 7 to 15 minutes into a conversation, and then they drop the fact that, so how's Carlos doing? Oh, the podcast. You know what I mean? It's so weird to me. And then I feel a little bit smaller. I kind of get a little quieter after that for whatever reason.
I'm sorry.
No, it ain't because of you. I'm just talking about the podcast.
Yeah.
I talk about this a lot because I'm very uncomfortable about it. And that's kind of what I wanted to unpack. Because for me, it can't be about me. It can't be about entertaining people. I have no interest in entertaining anybody. It's about documenting and sharing. But the reason why I brought it back was to bring on other people's stories. And I thought that's what's missing. That's what's missing. I don't know.
Just got to get back to it.
Well, I told myself, I was like, well, I think that I have a responsibility to do this. And I thought, I think the Lord maybe want me to do this. And if he does, then he'll provide me or us with guests. So
the Lord's got me a really long list of people just hanging around waiting.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe we should talk offline and figure that out, because I've been trying to wrap my head around, why do I not feel like doing this? Now, when I'm doing it, it's amazing. It's always great. But leading up to it, it's like, ugh, I want to do this tonight.
I think there's various things there, because I've had those moments, and I love this podcast.
Yeah.
We record on Mondays. Mondays is one of the worst days in my business on the planet. And it's a Monday. Who likes a Monday, right?
Yeah.
So I have to be like, Monday's great. Thank you, Lord. I'm vertical and ventilating, but you get through a rough day. You just want Monday to be over. Mm-hmm. And there's been times I've told you that. I think I've even said it multiple times where I'd be like, I didn't feel like coming today. And then I leave here feeling better. So now I've started approaching it like the gym. There's days I'm sore and I'm angry and I don't want to go. And then I go and it made my day and my day's better. So, and I miss just talking and BSing with my friends, Then there's the other side of it where you have a metric ton of crap on your plate.
I know.
You're in this phase where you're purposely trying to ease some of that.
Yeah.
And I think that the podcast and all of this got kind of mixed into that. Yeah. And you were like, no, that's something else. It's important, but let me wait. We go through our seasons.
I definitely needed the break, and I'm so happy I had it. And I felt the same way, because people had reached out to me. It was like, what's going on? Are you okay? That was the first time. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? Well, I haven't seen the podcast. I'm like, people actually care.
Yeah. It was really nice. This weekend was actually fairly overwhelming with the amount of people that asked me. Yeah. But I didn't want to bother you on your thing. I sent you one message on the entire trip, and I left you alone after that because I figured out what was going on anyway. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, but let me just sign off on it. And
it was very sweet.
But I know what it's like to need it, and I know what your boys mean to you, so it's important that you guys spend time together.
Well, I think I'm there. I think work is starting to become what it needs to be, and I'm not shutting it down, but I'm managing this. Yeah. It's all coming into perspective. I'm just looking for my sense of direction. And I was talking to a friend last night. I was thinking, I can't do something unless I feel like doing it. And that doesn't mean I'm lazy. It's
no, the drive to do it, not lazy. You're not lazy.
There has to be purpose.
Not lazy at all.
There has to be what am I doing this for? Because it's definitely not attention. So what am I doing here? And I was thinking, we can't keep bringing on the Wiggins of the world. We got to bring on somewhat normal people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we talked about that too. We got to be like, we can't do some of the heavy.
Even
heavy.
Darren Holmes' podcast. I'm thinking, good grief, how do you top that? And I got to quit worrying about topping things.
We can hear from every walk of life.
Well, we'll talk about it later on. But this is what I've been feeling, like the pressure to perform, and I don't want to do that. It got so easy having a guest on because it kind of carried itself. We just got to interact with them, and I didn't feel like this need to have something prepared, which I've never had.
But that was the point of Random Thoughts. But it did get so easy having guests that we didn't know how to talk on our own. The confessions episode, people still comment on that. I get so many jokes about the pinky rings, and I'm still going to frickin' wear them.
Isn't that funny?
But we were like, I don't know what to do with my hands because we were so used to like back-to-back guests. And then for a hot minute there, we had some guests that were just like pop out of the park, pop out of the park. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, we got to go like heavy, light, normal, heavy, light, like we got to make this ride kind of vary.
Well, that's where I'm going to go ahead.
This camera is slightly delayed, but yours is fine.
What do you want to do? Pause it and hit restart? Okay. What do you mean his is delayed? Like his words are not matching his video? That's fucking weird.
But you're fine.
That's so weird.
I hear him.
Okay,
him
stop the recording and start back up.
Weird.
What was we saying?
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Yeah, I'm so self-conscious about anything just in general. You know, I do not like being, I say this a lot, I don't like showing up for awards. I don't like being the center of anything and then I put myself out there on the damn internet. And I'm okay with that. Anyways, I just want to make sure that we stick with the foundation that we kind of
100%.
agreed on, which was sharing people's testimonies and stories. And if we can continue
helping
doing
folks,
that,
God first, and then all the other stuff's just fun that comes with it.
Speaking of God first, can I switch gears a little bit? Remember me talking about the lack of faith that I had, or I was thinking, God, I just don't have the same faith as everybody else. I hear people talk about their faith this, faith that, and the Lord's told them what to order for dinner, and I'm thinking, good grief, I ain't never had nothing like that. But I've been reflecting on my life and how I've lived my life, and I was talking to a friend, and she helped me realize that I have more faith than most people, in a sense that my attitude my whole life has been, best plan's no plan. Flip a quarter and go around the country. It's all going to work out. I don't worry about money. I don't worry about anything. I'd realized many, many years ago that worry is anti-productive. Like worry is literally just wasting effort and energy and causing anxiety and stress. And so I did a really good job of breathing through that and putting it to bed. And then when something comes up that I can actually navigate, then I'll deal with it. Mm-hmm. And what I've realized is I have an insane amount of faith that everything's going to be fine. And I don't think I know I haven't. I was thinking, what is that? Where did it come from? Why am I so convinced it's all going to work out? Finances, living situations. I just put it off until something appears, which is an opportunity, and then I tackle it and I move on. But I don't sit there and just mess with it and stress over it. And I think that I just have some kind of insane faith. And she was like, no, listen, you have faith. And I thought, well, is this like a Holy Spirit faith? Is this some kind of convincing thing? You're like, what is it? You know, that I was thinking, good grief, maybe I do have an insane amount of faith, and maybe it's just in trusting the process that the Lord's got me, and I just didn't realize it.
And a small amount of insane.
It may be. I kept calling it autism, and she was like, yeah, I know you call it autism.
Because it's funny, most people that talk to God, what do they mostly talk to God? I'm scared, I'm worried, fear, this is coming, that's coming, I need... Like most of the time, we're not just saying, hey, I know God's got this, no worries. That takes a huge amount of faith. So most people got to work at what you're doing. Most people worry about everything, and it's crippling.
I ride back roads all the time, and I think about the blessings in my life. And I say consistently how I am the happiest person I know. I am. Even in the bad times, I will look at you and say, I don't know anybody that's got it better than me. I am the luckiest person I have. And I would say luck and being blessed is one and the same. And I was thinking, I ride these back roads, and for some reason I'll have this urge to just bust a right for no reason. And then that right-hand turn may end up cresting this hill where the sun's hitting just right, and there's a deer walking across the road, and I'm just like in awe of this moment. And those, for me, that happens to me every day, all day. Like I have these moments that are just so overwhelming, or I'm just riding down the road and I see somebody stuck in a ditch and I pull them out, and I have these blessings. Every day, all the time. It's just wild. And it's because I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to get anywhere. I'm just kind of wandering like a vagabond. And I'm so confident that it's all going to be okay and something magical is going to happen no matter what. Garrett got in my Jeep the other night. And he's like, let's take a ride. And I'm like, okay. And he, before it's over with, he's like, you do this all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's just another Tuesday for me, man. And I just think, God, I've been so blessed my whole life with these small things that I appreciate so much. It's not the big things. I don't look for the big things. I look for these. I'm not looking for them either. I'm just moving through life, and I just feel blessed. I feel overwhelmed with the blessings in my life. And I was just thinking, good grief, I think I have an insane amount of faith and just didn't realize it was a biblical faith. In a sense, because everybody really, if they knew, they really want what I have, which is this peace and joy. And yeah, I have stressful, shitty days too, but for the most part, I'm just like, wow, I'm a lucky dude.
Most people don't believe in miracles anymore because they don't slow down enough to see the small ones in the everyday. You know what I mean? Everybody's too worried to appreciate the roof over their head and food in their bellies. Even if you have a job that you hate, that job's providing for you in the meantime, like work for what you want, while dealing with what you have to deal with in the present. But most people are too busy on the other side of it, man. Like, that'll kill someone.
Well, I talk about love and fear a lot. And if you put fear in your left hand and love in your right hand, I realized that the fear is the worry. You know what I mean? If you're motivated by fear, it's worry.
Absolutely.
Anti-productive. Don't like it. I don't do that. I got to a point that my life transitioned into everything in my life is truly a blessing. And I heard Casey Neistat say it a long time ago, luck. And I think this is a great analogy. And I think you could almost say luck and blessing one and the same.
Sure.
Luck is where preparation intersects with an opportunity. And so for a decade, I've been saying, long before I heard that quote, I thought everywhere I look is an opportunity. Like, here's an opportunity. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. I can do that. And I have a conversation like, oh, we could turn that into money. And I realized it's because I don't live in this fear, which is worry, that I'm able to observe and see opportunities everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's opportunities in this room, in this conversation. And I was thinking, how do you share that? How do you share that? How do you help people ignore the unknown and just say, fuck it?
Yeah, I mean, that's really hard for a lot of people.
It's hard for everybody.
I mean, it's
but I've
super
been
hard.
blessed with that gift, and I think I've always been
I think
there.
you should share more of that gift because that'll start feeding people. Plus, there's
Well, I don't know how
something
to
you
do-
said, like self-talk's super important. People think it's a load of crap. It's really not. Your perspective, the things you say to yourself, the things you repeat, words have power, right? We've talked about that before. They may have power, like, you silver-tongued level, I can cut you in half or whatever. But I could say something positive to Brennan and he'll accept it. But if Brennan doesn't repeat it to himself, it's probably going to go away at some point.
So you're saying like confirmation.
But there's
Giving yourself
affirmation because, you could take it to the corniest level of like Saturday Night Live or whatever it was. It was like my name's Stuart and gosh darn it, people like me and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're smart, you're intelligent, you're this. But that stuff actually works. Like telling yourself like, I'm blessed. That's why I told you sometimes I don't do it, but I'll pray every morning and I go through a list of gratitude, small gratitudes. Man, it just changes your entire mindset. And then you get to work and there's people that are angry because somebody sent them an email that they perceived in a way that was bad and now they're all angry. And I'm like, bro, it's an email. Do you know how they meant it? Like, yeah, it could be perceived that way, or maybe they're having a bad day or this or that. It's all about how you perceive it and talk to yourself. I just think it's so important.
I think we're doing something similar. I don't do that though. I'm not good at I'm really good at being grateful. Like if you catch me praying, it's like, oh Lord, thank you so much. You don't catch me praying about negative things. It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad. If I'm like, okay, Lord, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I've got it. The gift that I was given is the shrug. And I see a shrug as like a duck getting rid of the excess water.
Dropping the rock.
It's the fuck it.
Yeah, that's
There's
hard.
nothing you can do about it. And that was a gift that I have either developed, it was given to me. I'm not sure, but it's something that I practice constantly every day. And it's not like self-motivation, you're good enough, you're great, blah, blah, blah. I don't say any of those things. I say, what can I do about it? Nothing. And if there's nothing that I can do about it in this moment, because the only thing that's real is this conversation, nothing. You pulling out of the driveway is a figment of your imagination. Is that the word? Figment?
Yes, yeah,
Why does it
figment
sound
of your
weird?
imagination.
Yes, it's not real. It doesn't exist. You pulling into this driveway doesn't exist. And if you're focused on the past or the present, it's worry.
Right.
It's anti-productive. And I've learned to just say, fuck it. I love it. I say fuck it with
Yeah.
love.
People have
Not with fear.
I have a hard time doing that. I'm a control freak.
I
Do you know how
have an
hard it is for
easy
me to
time
drop
doing it.
stuff? Like, are you nuts? That's insane to me.
I'm gifted at it. I have no worry. None. The worry I have is a legitimate worry. It's okay, there's something going on and I need to address it. I got to figure out how. I'll focus on that and then I take care of it.
Sure.
But the rest,
Yeah, man.
is the market going to crash? Am I going to have a job tomorrow? I could care less. And it is without a doubt the most freeing. Talking about happiness, it's amazing. People want to make money so they don't worry anymore to pay their bills. I don't worry about shit. It just gets paid. Money comes every time I need it. I'm in a bind. It'll work out. And it always does. Yeah. Taxes work out magically. I have no idea how. And you see these people on the internet that like kind of live that. These like new age, I don't know what they are. These like,
that's funny.
they're these gurus almost.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they kind of live that in their own way. And it actually works. The less you try, I love, what was his name? On his tombstone, it says, "Don't try." Charles Bukowski.
Okay.
You know who this is?
I know Bukowski.
He's a famous writer that didn't make it until he was like 60s. And his attitude was, fuck it. Complete degenerate alcoholic. But on his not his casket, but on his tombstone, it says, "Don't try." And he had a lot of incredible quotes that you can learn from. Now, he was very cynical too.
Yeah.
So that you got to take the good with the bad. But I really appreciated The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck
I just reread that
by Mark
actually.
Manson.
Yep.
Wonderful book. I identified with that book so much, not because I needed to practice it. It taught me that I'm already living that life, and I feel blessed because of that.
Yeah, I need to practice it. I 1000% need to practice.
It's the greatest thing ever, and it does take practice. It takes practice in a sense that, what can I do about it? I wrote something over a decade ago about if I don't have control over something, I just learn to breathe, to like distract myself from, the bullshit. But I had this innate gift of just, oh well, I just see shrugging as like getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Not letting it weigh you down.
My mentor has me reading this book called Drop the Rock, and it comes from recovery, but I mean, it overall matches exactly what we're talking about. And it's like, control what you can control. I mean, the serenity prayer, for the love of God, right? Like, Lord, grant me the serenity to, I there's so much I need inside to control. And I'm like, no, you don't. You really don't. And at the end of the day, how much control do you actually have?
Yeah.
But that's really, I go through stages with that where I can let it go a little easier or I can work on it. But I'm also like Captain Preparation. So like I'm prepared for all XYZ and then W will happen, So I don't know. I've got a long way to go to get to your shrug it off.
What I think the way to practice it is you don't know when you're trapped. I call it a negative feedback loop. Because when you're there, it's negative. It's a negative feedback loop, and you're not prospering from this.
No, you're making
process.
it worse. In fact,
you're making it worse. You're causing cortisol to be dumped. You can't think clearly.
Right.
Nothing works out. And so, I realized the secret because I still get trapped. I get trapped in my own mind sometimes. But I figured out the secret of practice, and it's when you feel yourself inhale. That is wonderful because you're like, that's the trigger that you're looking for. And if you learn to pay attention to what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trapped in my mind. What can I do about it? Nothing. I can breathe. I can do, 4 cycles of box breathing, which is in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Do that 4 times and you'll get out of that. And that's the trick that I've learned that people could actually start practicing. Or any kind of breathing. Just try to breathe. Take 30 deep breaths. It's harder than you think. But what it will do is it'll stop the cycle just long enough that you come back, okay, I was stuck there for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
And practicing that over and over and over, and you get better at just saying, fuck it.
I don't know.
What a wonderful word, too. Fuck it. Phrase. What a great phrase. I love it. You can't say it out of fear. You got to say it out of love. And that's a wonderful way of saying it. Fuck it.
He really did need
I
this
love it
vacation.
so much.
Somebody hit the reset button on this dude.
Well, I needed it. So, okay,
Wow.
I got that off my chest.
That was quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, but I think it'll be helpful because there's a lot of people worse than me that white knuckle control.
It got me
So I
thinking.
think-
I was sitting there watching something the other day. And, people are talking more and more about simulation theories,
Mhm.
and I used to dismiss them. But the more I learn, the more I'm like, holy shit, this whole thing might be a simulation.
You want Team Elon?
No. But I kind of just started entertaining the thought. And it was like, if you wind up homeless, you put some effort into that. That's the reality. You put effort into destroying your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's no wrong way. You just got to keep moving. And life will say, shh, come here, Nate, this way. I could literally take off south, the wrong direction. But as long as I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to keep making choices and doing the best I can with every opportunity that comes along, because they're always going to come along. And then every time that happens, a friend, a stranger will just say, like guardrails. It's like these invisible guardrails of life, and they'll just nudge you. Might be a pastor, might be a friend, might be a mom, might be a dad. You don't know. Might be your kid just saying this little comment, questioning this one little thing. You're like, And you turn just 1 degree. And that happens 4, 5, 15 times. And before you know it, you're on the right track. But it's the people that set in their minds worrying that cannot move. They cannot make an attempt at anything because they're so worried. They're trying to control the outcome. And you can't. I optimize for outcome. I told you, I collect, I analyze, and I optimize for outcome. I don't control the outcome. I just take the information that I have readily available, and I make a decision from it, and then it kind of course corrects. I'm not trying to say I'm going this way. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. I just do with what I have, try to make the best decision possible, and it works out.
But your entire
every time.
mindset and demeanor is like an antenna to receive that.
Dude,
Those other people that are stuck in that thing, that antenna ain't picking up nothing, Jack.
Okay.
Like,
So
know?
what am I receiving is the question. Is it the Holy Spirit? That's the question. That's what I was trying to determine. Okay, I don't believe in the whole this is the universe thing. Oh, the universe is making this happen. I kind of used to think that.
sure.
And then I would say, well, God is the universe. And then I started realizing, no, I'm kind of taking away all the glory from him. And I need to, because if this is a simulation, he created it. And who cares? Who cares what it is? And so I don't want to go down the whole simulation theory. But what I thought was, if it is, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just along for the ride and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Try to make the best decision with the real opportunity that's in front of you that you possibly can. And you get to live a life of peace and prosperity. And it may not be, you may not gain. I'm like Bob Marley rich. My richness is life forever. Do you remember that quote?
Yes, actually.
That's my version of wealth. I love that so much. It's in one of my videos.
I like the whole thing, but also Bob Marley was like wasted talent who let himself die. But
He said, fuck it.
just going to say, that's the wrong kind of effort, though. You know?
I don't know. He
Maybe-
seemed pretty
maybe
happy
not
to
for
me.
him. I don't know. That was a pretty miserable death, but,
Cancer? What was he? He's
know,
probably vegetarian.
Good Lord.
What was he?
If you ain't eating meat, no.
What did he die of? I think it was cancer, right?
He had a couple of things, but whatever it was, it was curable.
Okay, let me just tell you.
Treatable.
All right, so I had a theory. I was thinking about this the other day. I know I'm hogging the podcast, and I apologize, but I was thinking about these things, and I just wanted to express them. I was thinking about alcohol. Was we talking about this on the beach? We talked about this on the beach. I have a valid point. Did you hear my 23-year-old son?
I did.
We were talking about alcohol and the consuming alcohol and the negative effects it has on your body long term. But then I think you could find some great arguments that say it has positive effects on your body if you do not overdo it, just like everything in life. Because if done responsibly, it will reduce stress in your life, which is the number one killer, and potentially extend life. But let's say I'm overdoing it. let's just say I am overdoing it, and I'm going to remove 5 years of my life. Because average age is 77. Let's say I make it to 72. My fear is I'm going to make it to 92, but that's a fear that I have. I'm like, I'm going to outlive, everyone I care about. That is a legitimate fear that I have. But let's say the average age is 77. I'm going to reduce my life by 5 years and live to 72. Well, my God, if I got to have 50 years of quality time with my kids, I would trade those 5 years every second. You couldn't give them away. Go ahead and cash them in. Take those 5 years. If I can have good quality conversations sitting on a shitty hot beach with my kids with sand up my ass, right? Don't want to be there. But you give me a few beers and I'm out there throwing a Frisbee like a 22-year-old, running with grace.
They watched
And
it.
I'm looking at my kids saying, who's panting more, me or them? And I'm thinking, damn, I'm in pretty good shape. But you wouldn't have caught me out there throwing a damn Frisbee or a football, doing this goofy ass shit if it hadn't have been for 2 or 3 beers. So I'm like, screw it. You know what? I think I have a legitimate argument that I will trade the last shitty 5 years. Who wants those anyways? Those are miserable. For 50 good years of conversations and laughing and telling jokes and bullshitting. And that's why Dr. Thompson was such a big inspiration in my life, that he said that at the end of the day, my wife and I have a tall glass of whiskey every single night. Then I'm listening to that 105-year-old woman. What's the secret, ma'am? And she's like, my husband and I have no less than 1 glass of whiskey every single night. Now, we abuse that. And we can take off 30 years of our life, or maybe even take someone else's life if we cannot control it. And if we cannot control it, you don't need to do it. If you're not responsible with it, no, you probably need to stay away from it. But for the rest of us out there that wait till 5 p.m. and we have an off switch, I say have at it. Fuck it. Have a good time. Enjoy your kids. Smile. Don't take life so seriously. Stop worrying. Enjoy the moment. Be present. Be childlike. What is it to be childlike? A child is not worried about their future or their past. They're playing with this toy. They're present in the moment. And the Bible says to get into heaven, you have to have a mind like a child. So that's my goal. That's my motivation in life.
Whew.
What do you think?
I think that works 1,000% for Nathan.
For me. For me. Not for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and there's other Nathans out there. I think I could have all the same joys without it, but I also don't have the off switch.
Now,
So for me,
I was losing my off switch for a while. I was losing it, and I had to get it back. So I'm there now. I feel pretty good.
and that's something to be proud of, because a lot of people don't recognize it, and then that goes way overboard.
Well, the number one secret, don't do shots, kids. Don't mix whiskey with beer. Don't do that. Like, if you're going to drink, be responsible. Stick with one thing. Ignore your friends. Any friends that's out there trying to buy you shots, say no thank you. I don't do shots.
Listen.
And you'll be fine.
I went pro early and retired. That's the only way I can say it.
I think there's some legitimacy to what I'm saying, though.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's a very individual basis, but
It is.
if that's, if you've got control, you've got control. Not everybody does.
No, they shouldn't be. They should judge their own mechanisms.
Yeah.
And if you don't have control, I realized when I was overdoing it is because there was some things that were not in alignment with my life. I was ignoring responsibilities. I was ignoring, we'll just say responsibilities. I was ignoring things. And so to suppress them, let's just get drunk.
Yeah.
And it does that very well. And maybe once in a blue moon, fine, as long as you have a ride. But it just, I think when I overconsume an alcohol, it's an indication that something's imbalanced in my life and I'm putting it off. And I know I need to deal with it, whether it's work or a relationship or whatever it is. That tended to be the reason why I figured out that I would overconsume alcohol. And I bet that's a pretty accurate thing for most people.
I would say it's pretty normal.
Yeah. So
and it doesn't have to be booze either. Like, people eat their emotions.
All kinds of drugs.
They,
100%. Oh
it doesn't even have to be mind altering. Like,
100%.
There are people that I've eaten my feelings.
Yeah.
It's like, that's where you get that comfort food. I'm feeling like this.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
But then you have a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That's a legitimate point.
It can be a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Hell, it can be sex. It can be shopping. It could be like, there's all
any
sorts
addiction
of stuff
you're substituting to avoid a responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
And it can kill you.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been trying to figure it out forever. I've been trying to understand these things. Be the bison. Run into the storm and get it over with.
Speaking of bison, real quick, have you, you've been off the internet, but the internet's going crazy with this bison that shot this old man in the air about 11 feet.
I saw
I think he broke his leg in two pieces at Yellowstone. Will you people stop going past the signs? Like, these are legit wild animals.
I saw the video,
Like,
and
my God.
the bison was just laying down, like just chilling.
And they pissed him off.
Yeah. And I thought, I'll be damned if I'd have run around. I'd have been like peekaboo behind a tree. Come on, bitch. You'd have to come through the tree to get me. He's running. I mean, that dude ain't run that fast in 40 years.
Bro. he had stuff that was flaking off of him. That old man, he's in traction right now looking at it like his kid. I hope they're making you watch every damn video, you dummy.
I know, but you know how happy he is?
Oh, to be alive? That's a freaking loser.
He hasn't been this happy in 50 years. What a blessing.
Yeah, what
a blessing. See the way my mind works?
Silver linings.
See the way my mind works?
You know?
I'm like, God, the people that survive these near-death experiences, I'm so jealous. I've never really had one.
Really?
Every wreck I've ever had, every motorcycle wreck, I'm like, here we go again. It's not something I've ever been in panic of, you know. And I see these people that literally come close to death, and I'm like, damn, you lucky bastard. You know what it means to be alive.
Hope that it gives them that perspective. Our problem is that amnesia. We got to remind ourselves of certain feelings and certain things every once in a while. You know, we get real complacent real fast.
It's so hard being a human, and it's so amazing too.
It's one hell of a ride.
I love it. I love the suffering. It's what makes it so beautiful.
I like most of the suffering.
Well, I love getting through it. I hate it when I got to start it. When I have to initiate it, it's like, oh, shit, we got to do this again?
Because,
I mean, that part sucks.
Yeah.
But once you just commit and you become the bison and you just tackle it head on, you get through it, and it feels good to overcome something.
A couple of weeks ago, and I mean, you helped me through some stuff, and that's the part where, don't get me wrong, I never want to drink again, but I'm like, man, this is where I'm like, of course I'm sober for this crap. Because you have to sit there like a raw onion and take a bite out of it and feel those feelings raw and deal with it. And most people can't handle that. They got to find something else.
You felt
and
yourself.
It sucked.
You did good with that.
Yeah,
you're still going through it, or you're at you're good.
I'm pretty much all the way through.
Yeah, a few people have been hitting me up about your personal life. Like, what's Carlos up to? I'm like, I don't fucking ask him. Shit, I hate his keeper.
I like that.
I saw a picture online. I'm like, Carlos posts all kinds of pictures.
That's right.
Okay, but they were being pretty inquisitive about you, and I was like, I know what it is.
Appreciate you. They got my number.
Yeah. People are rooting for you. That's what it is.
These
are not drama. These are people that love you.
Oh, then all good.
That
baby.
are excited
all
about
good, baby.
your life. Yeah.
All good.
It's nothing but love.
Yeah. Sweet. That I appreciate. Well, thank you.
Yeah. They know who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
Woo! Feel like that was pretty solid right there. Just doing a
How many
nice
minutes
little
are we
shorty
in?
short.
Almost 45.
On the second version?
No, we're at almost 30 now. First one was 15.
Okay.
45 together?
You got anything else you want to
No,
cover?
I say we just.
I feel like I've carried the whole show.
Let's end on a high note. I think we put some really good stuff in there.
You think so?
I think that was good. It's just you and me. We got to get back to basics, man. Let's get some guests in here. Let's do some stuff. I think we're good.
Who's our next guest?
You and I have to talk about it. We got to agree on it.
I've been trusting you this whole time.
Well, we got some options, but you said, I don't know. I kind of want to get a regular Joe now.
No. We've been the regular Joes. We're
like used, rinsed out regular Joes to these people. They're like, rinse. Here you go. Wax on, wax off, Baldy. Yeah. I've got a Freemason lined up for that.
Let's
for
do
that one. I've got
I would love.
Well, it's all going to be based on availabilities, of course. I've got a few folks.
I'll try to prepare for that.
Yeah,
I have some good questions.
Yeah, throw them at them. The person I got's used to curveballs.
Yeah.
So like that, I was like, oh, you're gonna love Nathan.
Yeah, and not that I'm trying to discredit. I kind of just want to bring clarity to both sides of the conversation.
He knows it would be like a respectful exchange, not even slightly worried about it. But I've got some stuff, but I like the regular Joe idea. I like to just sit down with somebody and
I love it when Greg's on, Freddie, Casey, just normal people.
We need to have Garrett. Garrett, come on, man.
Well, Garrett told me a story today that inspired me. and I'm going to wait and let him tell it.
Let's do that.
I was
Let's
like,
see if
Garrett,
we can
that's a
get...
story you should be. It's a testimony.
Okay. I think we should go light and start with Garrett, because Garrett would be a blast.
Good luck getting him on.
Let me handle that.
You think so?
Yeah, I work out with his wife. But like, Carly, I need
I
you
literally,
right now.
it's funny because I just dropped Garrett off on my
Yeah.
way here, and we've been hanging out today.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him on the way home. I'll be like, hey, you're coming on.
Okay.
It's pretty easy with Garrett. Just don't give him the choice.
Yeah, I haven't really pressured him.
You know,
I haven't pressured him.
I'll handle it.
We'll let him tell some stories.
I'll guilt
We'll
him.
be here all damn night listening to these stories.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that one down significantly. He don't got an off switch on that one. He'll start telling stories, and once he gets going, he's a real knee slapper.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it was a short
So
episode.
we're rolling back, folks. We missed you too.
Sorry, not sorry.
Got to take care of yourself. You can't pour out of an empty glass. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good point. That's a good point.
So I understand it.
Okay. Well, I love you. Thanks for protecting my mental health. You've done a great job at that.
Wasn't easy. Was
your anxiety driving you crazy?
My anxiety got me a few times, but I've also been there and needed a break, and I get it. So I tried to have that perspective.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, Nathan throwing it all away, y'all.
I
We're
wasn't. I
leaving.
knew
No,
I wasn't
know.
doing that. I knew that I had to just kind of realign and be like, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I got to remember that.
Resets are important.
Yeah.
And you can reset a million times if you need to, boys and girls.
Thank you so much. This isn't a show that's here to entertain anyone, which would mean it would need to be consistent. This is because we feel like doing it, and we both have to feel like it.
Yeah.
And if you ever get to a point that you don't feel like it, be like, okay, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it.
But no, I've missed it. Let's go.
Sounds good. All right. Until next time. Almost forgot how to do it. So long. Friends.